Yeah, in Staley. So I positioned myself in front of the storm and kind of just let it come over me. I had to move a couple of different times to try and get in some of the bigger hail, but the goal is to measure it, and a lot happens when the hail's falling like that. So I measured it as best as I could. I definitely got a number of pieces that were 1.5 inches across.
1.5 inches. We
so
saw it on the screen there in size, in the comparison size of the quarter coin. And we know you relayed that to the National Weather Service and it became a local storm report. We also saw your car. How's your car doing after 1.5-inch hail?
Just some more dings on it, it seems. I already had a bunch. So
Dan,
that's a
wears
badge of
those
honor
hail
for a storm
dings.
chaser.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Frank. I know when Dan was with us for the 500th episode of the Carolina Weather Group at IBHS, you were proudly showing off those hail dings, and you had some helpers with you on Tuesday's chase too, didn't you, Dan?
That's right. So for this chase, I was able to have the kids out of school in time. So my son, who's Ellis, who's 7, and my daughter Eva, who's 4, got to put on helmets and hop in the car. And I said, let's go witness some hail. They've done this before. And, particularly my 7-year-old. So he was out there with me looking for hailstones and getting bonked in the helmet with large hail. So he was a trooper. I was really glad to see him helping me do these official reports. We reported through Spotter Network as well as to the National Weather Service, and we included pictures of the measured hail.
Yeah, we even got in on the hail talk. I was looking at Dan's pictures from yesterday, and we were talking about those in the Weather Center today, just how rare it is to see that large of hail in North Carolina and the Carolinas in general. We normally don't see that here. So we got in a little bit on the hail action as well today.
Dan, what were your impressions when you were chasing that hailstorm again yesterday in Staley, North Carolina?
So yeah, that's great. Y'all got to look at those pictures and everything, Scotty. I was impressed for a couple of reasons. One, this storm was severe warned and it was pretty large, and it had a pretty large core to it. So I actually timed it out from the first larger hailstone I saw to the last one. It was actually 8 minutes long, which is a long time to kind of be stuck in the middle of a hail barrage. Most of the stones were probably around an inch or below an inch, but we did see a lot of them that were 1.5 inches. I think if I had been able to get my caliper working correctly, because it wasn't soaked and it's digital, right off the bat, I would have measured one that was 1.75. I have it in a picture in comparison to a quarter, but yeah, basically some big stones out here. And what was noticeable was when I went to the gas station, there was a lot of people there looking at their cars. There was a lady beside me, and I told her that I reported it, which was good for, I think, them to know, because now with an official report of large hailstones with a measurement, insurance claims and stuff like that can begin to go through. So she's looking at her car. She's finding dings on it. So just right there in the community I was in Staley, North Carolina, which is outside of Greensboro, kind of near Ashburn. That area, is going to have hail damage. And I believe that a lot of those storms that produced that day did have hail cores. So we're going to be seeing this isolated hail damage just randomly as these isolated hailstorms hit.
We know your video also ran on WFMY, so it helped broadcast media tell people downstream what was coming. I saw a comment on our social media that said, oh, this must be why I saw a local storm report from the National Weather Service, because you guys sent it in. And then, that final trickle down the insurance part of it, as Jake and IBHS well know too. All of those things play a factor in real-time storm warning, storytelling, and insurance claims if the damage so calls for it.